Okay, first of all, sorry for the weird camera angle on this one. I am filming from my bedroom floor because the dining room table is unavailable right now. So, I did notice something about the In Falsus demo at the Tokyo Game Show that I don't really think I've seen anyone discuss yet. So, to recap, one thing that we probably all know by now, you are meant to play, or you're meant to hit all the notes in Falsus with one hand, presumably your left, but might be your right hand if you're left-handed. But yeah, the keybinds are laid out as follows by default: Shift A S D F space. I did notice something just based on the way that the lanes look, like how it just looks like a standard 4-key lane in this 4-key lanes in the center with 2 side lanes. It looks like you are meant to rest your hand like this with your fingers on the 4-key, on those aforementioned 4-key lanes, with your thumb resting on the rightmost lane. But the game instead tells you to rest your hand like this, with your pinky on the leftmost lane, and then your other 3 fingers on the lanes directly to the right of that. That is, in my opinion, kinda weird, and I want to unpack why I think they did that. I have 2 theories for this, and they both stem from the same problem. If you were to rest your hand like this, most players would assume that these 3 fingers would need to be where they are at all times, and therefore, whenever you need to move back and forth between the 2 leftmost lanes, you'd be going back and forth like this, swiveling with your pinky, which is very uncomfortable and slow. So, my 2 theories... So I'll go over the first theory, which is the most immediately obvious one. That being that if you have your hand rested with all your fingers on the leftmost lanes, you can instead hit the 4th and 5th lanes, if we're counting from left to right, with your by swiveling back and forth with your index finger, which is considerably faster and more controllable. And now for my other theory, which I think is the actually correct one. I think that when the game tells you to rest your hand like this, it's not saying that this is where you need to have your hand at all times. It's saying that the game is expecting you to swivel your hand back and forth between these 2 positions as the chart requires. And, well, yeah, which makes a lot more sense when you actually look at how the notes are laid out, because a lot of the times it is actually just 4K on the middle lanes. But yeah, but there are times where you would need to swivel to hit the leftmost lane. And, it's not an unprecedented idea for all hundreds of thousands, possibly millions, actually probably millions of you, who have played Guitar Hero. Because if you were unlike me and actually managed to get up to playing hards and experts, you'll recall that you're not meant to keep your first 3 fingers on the first 3 frets. You're instead expected to move your hand up and down the neck in order to hit the orange fret. You're meant to be doing this, not this. Which is also, pretty uncomfortable now that I actually try it. So, yeah. I think Low is trying to do the same thing here. By, having it so you swivel back and forth in order to hit the notes as needed. So, yeah. That's what I think is going on.